Greetings. I'm Gemini Brett, and I am presently inspired by this most amazing quote I just read from the pen of Mark Twain, who said, "The two most important days of your life are the day you are born and the day you find out why." Astrology, through an expanded awareness of, witnessing of, honoring of, investigation of that first day, the moment of your birth, can accelerate your connection to that second, to your why. Astrology assists us to embrace the mysterious questions of life. Where am I coming from? Where am I going? What is my path? What is this place? What am I doing here? What is my soul's purpose? What is astrology? Some say simply a symbolic language. That's not enough for me. Astrology is so much more. Astrology is the poetic breath of nature. I suggest the principal thesis of astrology is simply that astronomical cycles influence our energetic experience as earthlings. How do you feel at 3 p.m. versus 3 a.m.? Rather different, right? This is astronomically derived. Earth spins on her axis, bringing us such hits as sunrise and sunset. The flowers open to receive the light and close at night to dream, to rest. Don't you? What about these other cycles of time we see in the planetary motions of our skies? What about Earth's orbit about the light? What is the reason for the seasons? What about the tides as described by the phase of the moon? Diana, moon goddess, who midwifed the birth of her brother Apollo the sun. Moon reflects sunlight to earth. Soul reflects spirit to matter to assist our feeling, our healing, our knowing, our growing. Is that not what we are here to do? How does Mercury help? How will it help us to engage with the dance of Venus through space, with that of Mars, of Jupiter, of Saturn, the planet of time, the furthest from Earth that we can see with the naked eye? But just as the astronomers' telescopes and probes have allowed us to find Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, and beyond, astrology opens windows to the less visible, to the more subtle harmonies and notes of the song of the soul. This is my experience of a chart. I use this word reading because it's what we do, but I sometimes struggle with it because in a way it implies I could read you like a book. Is that true? Your chart is your art. As an astrologer, as a guide, as a celestial navigator, I am here first and foremost to witness this incredible masterpiece you are painting on the canvas of your life. I am here to receive that art and reflect back to you how it supports the truth of your path, of your purpose, of your potential, of your promise. That's an interesting word, promise. Your chart is your song. Every planet is a note in your song. Every planet is an instrument. They have their own specific timbre, tone. They play the notes of the signs in which they reside in this great celestial symphony. In the moment called you, sends this heavenly harmony, this sacred chord, which resonates in the center of earth, and she sends it to that place where you chose to be born. And that song sings of purpose, sings of path, sings of potential, perhaps sings of promise. This word that sounds a lot like fate. It's a word I've come to honor as an astrologer because every day I read people dates and they might laugh. That's when I met the guy. Or cry. That's when my mother died. I mean, it's uncanny. Fate. Is that promise? I think potential is a much better expression of what is shown in these charts of the song of our soul. Fate and free will. For we can dance to a song in any way we choose. We could even choose not to dance at all, which when we look around might seem to be status quo. But I am very honored to engage regularly with dancers like you who are here embracing this great why and are interested in astrology not as a way out, but as a way in. We are here in our own unique ways to grow. But I believe we do this first through authentic feeling. This is why each of these monkey suits comes equipped with a heart. This is why Earth can be so hard. So I hear this question all the time of when does it end? When does it get better? And the most authentic response is, no, this is here to help you get better. And when you do, you might not even want it to end, for we know these initiations in life can certainly stimulate our growth. And it doesn't have to be traumatic or hard. It can be absolutely beautiful, right? Astrology will show us the celestial timings. It will show us these initiations. It will show us when things begin and when things end. But if we try to accelerate to the finish line to avoid the moment now, that is astrology as a way out. Looking at these great cycles and seeing how they connect moments past and even moments future should bring more of our awareness to the now, should bring more of our awareness to the heart. This is astrology as a way in. This is astrology as an empowered practice of authentic experience, because it starts with the feeling that opens the gateway to healing, to knowing, to growing. And we each have the potential to grow in an absolutely unique way, and it is our unique growth that is the gift that we offer to the growth of the all. The universe will never stop expanding because there are amazing dancers like you who are choosing to tune into the song of their soul. And I would love to tune into that song with you. I would like to take a tour with you into the sacred geometry of your planetary notes in space at the time of your birth and look and see how the planets now are bringing opportunities to stimulate growth, because when we become conscious of this and choose to ceremoniously align ourselves to the signs of the time, we can prepare for the shifting tempos and feels of the celestial symphony so we can really rock it on the ballroom of life. I spend as much time in my practice, which I call sacred astronomy, with more astronomical images of the birth moment, not just the astrological chart, which is an amazing model of the living sky, but I am devoted in my personal practice to get out there and connect to the heavenly harmonies in space with my face and my eyes and my heart. And I love tuning clients into their own song, not just through glyphs on the chart wheel, but through images that help us see more of a nature-based earth astrology or sacred astronomy experience of the soul's song. Because one thing I am sure of, the most important planet is the one that you chose, or perhaps the one that chose you. I don't know how this works, but of course I am talking about Earth. And I hope you will choose me to have a session where we can tune together into your soul song to honor that first most important day of your birth and to accelerate your connection or rather connections to that second most important day, the day you find out why, which I suggest is a lifelong quest, and may every day remind us of our soul's purpose and encourage us in empowered ways to be exactly who we choose to be. So thank you for spending some time with me. You will find a bunch of free teachings and other playful things at GeminiBrett.com, where you will also find a sessions link where you can book a time with me to observe this time called you as it unfolds and honor your purpose, your path, your potential, your promise, your truth through the eyes of sacred astronomy. See you in space.